Alright, so in this video what we'll be doing is actually we'll be looking at the terminal history. We'll actually be using some command and we'll look into the history, and we'll also try to find if any credential hiding in that or no. So if you are new here, this is the ongoing part of the mini series on manual enumeration of for privilege collection, and I have already made 2 videos in this series. If you have not watched that video, I will mention the link in description. Definitely check him out. So let's assume you are a hacker and you get the initial access to this Kali Linux machine, and what you will do as a hacker is first of all you will do the enumeration, and we are doing the manual enumeration right now. Actually we will discuss the automated enumeration later in another series. So first what you will do is find out who you are, what you can do, and what privilege do you have, and the next step you might take is that you will try to look into the terminal history, like what command you run, and maybe you use some credential inside the terminal. So we will be actually trying to look for those credentials that might help us to for privilege collection. So in simple term, it's like you see this is a terminal, and what I mean by the looking at the history of terminal is that let's say I type some command abc. If I close this by typing the exit or by crossing this, these commands won't get finished. Instead they get saved somewhere that we'll be actually trying to look for. Same is the case for Windows privilege selection. When I was actually looking the PowerShell history, so whatever command was used in the PowerShell, we could actually look for that, and this is very similar to the PowerShell. You know, people are creature of habits. They follow like some kind of habits, and they are, you know what, often careless. Right here, that's what we will be doing is taking advantages of the carelessness. And over here you can see the bash history file record every command a user has typed unless you specifically manually disable it or clear it. And you can see right here, this is goldmine for attacker or a hacker is because many developer and admin frequently use and type the admin directly in the terminal. Like for example, you are trying to connect to SSH with also the password like this, so I will be able to look at your password if you don't clear the bash history. Otherwise I will be able to look at this password and username. You can also see the configuration, what file they added, and backups, where backups are stored, as well as we can see their day-to-day tools, what they use, and their workflows. Not only we can just get the password, we can also get the APIs keys and many important things. So let me just type the history command. First of all, let me just type the clear command and then history command so that we can see it more clearly. Now you can see we got all of the command that we have so far executed in this terminal. It's like total three or two commands, and you can see right here I have just used this command. It's stored in this as well. And if I move back, I can see all of the commands that I have run in the terminal so far. You can see all of the history. So we will type the history command and then manually look for, either manually or use the grep command to look for some specific command, like using the grep and trying to find out the SSH key or password or some other information that will help us. Now let me just tell you where these files are stored actually. So the thing is, these command actually stored in a file. So the thing is, this command store in this specific directory. If you can see it in your home directory. So if I type the pwd command over here, it will just show that I am in my home directory. Usually it's like pwd. So see, it's the home and this is my home directory, and if I type the ls, I will see the bash file. I will just type the ls command, but right here you can see dot. This just mean the file is invisible, so just by typing the ls won't show the file. I will need to type the ls-la, so it will just list this file as well. So let me just type the ls-la command and find out the bash history file. Okay, so the problem was that I was looking for the bash history file, and since by default my terminal or my shell is that when I click over here, the instead of the bash shell, the zsh shell executed. So I will instead look for this file, and if you want to check by default what shell open for you, you will just type the cat and etc d. So this will just show. Right now you can see the zsh for me. So I will just type again this, and this is actually stored in this specific file. So let me just type the cat command and the .zsh history command, and yep, we can see all of the history of the commands. And one more thing is that we will also try to find, it just take 1 minute or less than 1 minute to just type this command. This is the cat command that will list the history of other user, and this is this specific user, and this is its history. So we will actually type this command and it will list all of the user like this, and once it lists all of the command, we can get the username. So this will be their username, and from here we can get what their shell is, and then we will look for that. So like right now this is the root user and this is its shell. So what we will do is type the can command and then slash root and the shell name, which is .sh hyphen history. So you can see right here we don't have the permission because this is the root user. If there were other user instead of this and the root user, we will actually look for that. And the other thing you see, these are like services account, they don't have any shell type, so we cannot actually do this for these accounts. Okay, let's just assume that I have the root access. So what I will do is type the sudo command at the first of this command. So it will then ask me a password, and if I know the password and enter it, it will then show me the history of the root user. So I will just type the password. Okay, I need to type it again. Yeah, I think I have so far used this command in as a root user, so I am just getting this history. Okay, so in the next video we will be moving to the gathering system related information. We have so far covered a little bit information about the user, and in next video we will be looking for the system information. Hope you understand all these things. It's not that hard. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.